because they're honestly very obnoxious. Oh my gosh, girl, absolutely not. She even said it to you that, oh yeah, he's just doing this to make you jealous. Why is she engaging with him? At the moment, I was with a friend who told me Laura left in the car with this guy. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, hello, it's your girl Diamond Janae here on YouTube. And as you guys can tell by the title, today your girl is starting a new series on her channel. So real quick, I will say big shout out to D'Angelo here on YouTube. I will be leaving his video in the description box down below, but like he basically inspired me to start wanting to do these. So I am going to be doing, of course, as you guys can tell by the title, the Reddit Am I Overreacting? So of course there is a Reddit thread where a bunch of different people just go on there and basically just tell their stories and just ask people like, hey, am I overreacting in this situation? All right, guys, so first story is, are my friends really my friends? Isn't that always such like a to even have that question, I feel like kind of already gives you the answer, at least to me. But I have two friends and we are having conversations about family. I let them pour their hearts out and listen to their sentiments and stories, but one of them asked me, I started the story and it was my turn. I tried to share my feelings and sentiments I never talk about. Then the one who asked me stopped me without warning, saying, anyways, let's go back to, in parentheses, the other friend. First and foremost, I hate that. I hate when people do that in general. Don't sit up here and ask me for my opinion or my thoughts on something, and as I'm in the middle of explaining it, cut me off. What was the point of you asking me to talk in the first place? For all that, you could have just kept your mouth shut and not said anything to me. I hate when people do that because that is honestly so rude and so dismissive, because when people are doing that, it's basically saying that they don't care what you have to say. We are currently on our first trip together. Y'all, I will say I've never been on a girls trip to an extent where me and my friends like fly out somewhere for like a week. I've never been on that type of situation before, but I will say, especially, this is a particular time I can remember for sure. A couple years ago for one of my birthdays, me and all my friends had rented out like an Airbnb penthouse type of situation, right? The way that apartment was set up is that it was literally 0 bedrooms, but the way it was like furnished and stuff like that was really nice. So we did have a decent amount of space, but at the same time we really didn't have privacy like that. And when I tell you guys, that whole entire trip, mind you, it was a 2-day trip, she was irritating me almost the entire trip. I kept giving her passes every time she was doing something that I felt as though that was annoying, or like, girl, like what's up with you? Like for example, this girl did not contribute anything to the trip. Like everybody was contributing but her, and like to me that was so annoying. Like the only thing she made sure that she paid was her part for the Airbnb stay, but other than that she did not contribute anything outside of that. And to me that always used to irk me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that was really highlighted when we were at that trip. So it's like, with that being said, like when y'all be taking girl trips, I feel like girl trips really do determine whether or not you're really friends with somebody or not, or whether or not you're really like yoked with that person. Because if y'all don't have the same values when it comes to certain things, like again, like I'm a very unselfish person and I cannot stand people that are greedy and stingy, and us just going on that trip really opened my eyes and really like highlighted that. But I will say, as far as this particular situation goes, when it does come to going on girls trips, that whole stereotypical thing of like a lot of friendships not lasting on girls trips, I definitely do understand why that's the thing, because that really does end up amplifying how the person really is. And it really is just somehow, some way, it's like when you go on a girls trip, you just put on glasses and you can finally see a person for how they are. You can see what you don't like about them. I'm over here just jibber jabbering. All right, let me read through the rest of this and then I'll give my opinions at the end. We are currently on our first trip together. This somehow similar situation happened quite a few times just on this trip. Ciao. I don't know. I feel like no one's really listening to me to understand. There was one situation where I was doing something and I was trying to tell them I can do it by myself and it's okay. That I got it, but kept on insisting to do it their way, and did tell them many times what was the purpose of what I am doing. So they did it themselves. They were listening just to reply but not understand. They were telling me stuff that made me feel stupid and insufficient. Then they got fed up on doing it for me, and I told them what I was trying to tell them right from the very beginning. They ended up blaming me for what was happening. Another situation is they tasked me to do something I know I can't. I kept on telling them I can't and they forced me to do it because the other one is refusing and making a lot of excuses not to do it. Stars, you're quote unquote friends. I really hope you're not friends with them no more because they're honestly very obnoxious. So they teased me after, humiliated me, and made me a nickname which refers to someone who panics and ends up falling most of the time. Someone insignificant and stupid. I felt humiliated and hurt, to be honest. I never painted them to be like this, and I just realized that in their mind they already have painted me as someone who was stupid enough to do things. Am I just overreacting or overthinking? Am I wrong for feeling hurt? Oh my gosh, girl, absolutely not. Because of the fact that they're not happy with themselves, they will literally sit up here and make you their punching bag just to make themselves feel like they're better. Because at the end of the day, a true person that is truly confident in themselves will not sit up here and feel the need, make someone feel stupid, make fun of them, undermine them, make them feel like they're stupid. Like, how the heck can you sit up here and claim that that person's your friend and that's how you treat them? Like, no. So no, you're not overreacting whatsoever. Like, bro, like they literally bullied you. I just don't understand how people can be like this. I really don't. But yeah, no, like that honestly makes me sad. So the second story that I have to share with you guys today is, am I overreacting? I stopped being friends with my childhood friend. Am I a fake friend? Does this decision make me a bad person? First and foremost, especially when it does come to childhood friends, at the end of the day, as sad as this may sound, people change. People change, people grow up, some people don't grow up. And that's another thing too, because I feel like that's definitely something that's not talked about enough. Like the fact that you can outgrow somebody, don't sit up here and try to beat yourself up or make yourself feel like you're in the wrong because you're elevating and you're maturing, and then your quote unquote best friend is not, and they're still stuck in their ways and they refuse to change. Don't sit up here and make yourself feel bad about that. So the story goes, I stopped being friends with someone who was my childhood best friend. Let's call this person Amy. Amy was the type of friend who would support you and be with you when times were hard, but there was one thing she would always say to me, that I was too fat and needed to lose weight. I was never obese to begin with, but I understand that I wasn't skinny as well. Making comments about my body and weight went on for years of our friendship until I developed an and horrible stomach issues that no matter what I eat, I'm in agony. She would sometimes attack me with the small stuff, like for example, how cringe she found me when I was having fun at a party. She would also say personal stuff about me out loud with our not that close friends. On the other hand, she would always compliment me and say that she was my BFF and wanted to be like me. Because of her nice side, I was her friend for more than a decade. Now we aren't friends because I decided to stop it and explain to her why I'm doing it. So I did want to take a pause because I didn't want to forget to comment on the other stuff as well. But first and foremost, I will say, as somebody who did gain over 50 pounds over the course of being friends, I will say I do wish that they would have told me like, hey girl, like we noticed that you're gaining weight, because honestly for me, I didn't even notice that I had gained as much weight as I did before it was way too late. Like, but on the other hand though, it's hard to be able to tell somebody that in like a nice way and not being a bitch about it. I will say though, as far as your friend goes, oh no, she was a complete, like, no, like for you to sit up here and constantly comment on someone else's body and someone else's weight is honestly very disrespectful, and especially considering the fact that according to this, she wasn't even that overweight. And then the fact that you basically bullying her and having her so hyper focused on her body made her develop is even worse. Oh wait, I don't think I can say that word on YouTube. Developing an ED is honestly disgusting, and it's like at that point, when did you think like, hey, like let me go ahead and do a different approach, or hey, let me go ahead and chill out, and always commenting on her weight? Like, I swear y'all, some of these people, like I just don't understand how they be having friends in the first place, but how nasty they be acting. Like, wow, that's crazy. And then also too, just the fact that how like she would like, this low-key gives me like narcissist vibes. I'm not gonna lie, even though I feel like I say talk about narcissists, like bro, like for someone to sit up here and belittle you the way that they belittle you, and then to turn around and be super nice to you because they do feel as though that you're trying to like shift away, like to me it's like, again, like why are you over here putting this person through that emotional roller coaster? So now we aren't friends because I decided to stop it and explain to her why I'm doing it. I also wish her a happy birthday every year, no matter the fact that we are in no contact, but something important happened in her life recently and I never congratulated her. After that, I saw her post about how she thought she had a real friend friend, but was a fake one, and now I'm sitting here and I feel like I've done something wrong that I never congratulated her. But at the same time, my life is ruined. I will never be able to go back to my old self who was happy, had no ED, and wouldn't starve until fainting. In the end, I don't know what kind of person I am. Should I have stayed her friend? Does that fact that I never congratulated her make me a fake friend? Absolutely not. Honestly, you should have stopped wishing her a happy birthday too on top of that, because it's like, again, that sense of entitlement right there. And it's like, again, like I really do feel as though that your ex-best friend is a narcissist, because narcissistic people are so selfish. It's honestly nerve-wracking, but then at the same time, you gotta just realize that, hey, this is just how this person is, but I don't gotta put up with it. But with all that being said, you're absolutely not a horrible friend or a fake friend whatsoever. You technically already said that you didn't want to be friends with her no more. So the fact that, oh girl, like the fact that you were still wishing her a happy birthday made her feel as though that y'all still had some type of communication, some type of connection. And once again, she wants to sit up here and make herself feel better about herself. And then when her doing that, she wants to sit up here and victimize herself and act like she's the victim and act like you're the bad guy. Even though deep down she knows that, hey, I treated this person like crap, this is the reason why they're not friends with me anymore, but they don't want to sit up here and accept that as their reality. So again, to victimize themselves and to make them feel better about themselves, they sit up here and put other people down and make other people feel as though that they're the problem. The person that wrote this absolutely is not a bad friend or a fake friend in any means, and I'm really happy for her, and I'm also really hoping and praying that she continues to cut that quote-unquote friend off. All right guys, so last story. I think because of the fact that I talk a lot, clearly, I think I'm only gonna do like 3 stories a video. I think I'm pretty much gonna keep it like that. So third and last story for this video: am I overreacting for feeling betrayed by my best friend? All right, my 29-year-old female best friend, and then I guess she's saying that she's 25, so there's a 4-year difference, having been close friends for about 6 years. We've shared very intimate stories about each other, and the trust has grown immensely. I've also been in love with this guy, male, 27, for about 2 years. He has never liked me, but we've been close friends. Honestly, he likes to string me along. Every time I try to leave, he gives me a reason to stay. Ladies, if a man ever tries to sit up here and play you like that, leave him, because he will continue to string you along to feed his ego, and that's literally it. You are not a human or a person in his eyes whatsoever. You are literally an object in his eyes to make himself feel better about himself because he lacks self-confidence. Please do not give a man any of your attention that is like that. You do not want those problems. He's a womanizer. Shocker. He's a womanizer, for which I've always been understanding that he is not the guy for me. However, I still like him. I mean, I feel like we've all been there at least once before, right, ladies? Like, we can be honest. For the last 8 months, he has started telling me he likes my best friend. Let's call her Laura, fake name. Laura is his exact type of girl, so he keeps telling me over and over he likes her. He also has noticed that this obviously hurts me and I get jealous. I told Laura everything and she only says he's trying to make me jealous, which is definitely true. Again, this is another manipulation tactic that men will sit up here and use to low-key somehow make you want them more. Stay away from toxic men like this. I'm telling you guys, nothing is more dangerous than an insecure man. He continuously looks for a way to engage whenever we're on the same place. He flirts, he follows her, and I'm honestly going mad, and Laura knows it. So the problem occurred on Saturday. Yet again, he began following her and trying to engage with and flirt with her in front of me. To avoid everything, I just left to my car to wait for her, but she stayed with him talking instead of going with me. Unacceptable! Now it's one thing for this ain't nigga to be over here making you feel some type of way and everything like that, and girl, I'm telling you, you should have been cut this dude off. But the fact that your friend is over here entertaining this, even though, again, you clearly explained to her your feelings about him and you literally told her everything that you're feeling and what exactly is going on, and she even knows. She even said it to you that, oh yeah, he's just doing this to make you jealous. Why is she engaging with him? I would cut somebody off just for that, because you're not really a friend. But the fact is, you know that not only do I like him, but he also constantly hurts me and he's using you to hurt me. As a real best friend, she should have clowned him and checked him when it first started happening, and that's how she would have had your back. Not by over here entertaining him and flirting back with him. The moment that you said that you were gonna leave, she should have been willing to leave right there with you and not be over here with this man. Oh no, it's just red flag after red flag after red flag. Like, both of them need to get cut off. She says that he was talking about me all along, but I noticed him flirting as soon as I arrived. So I was by my car when all of a sudden I see her car speed away. At the moment, I was with a friend who told me Laura left in the car with this guy. So not only did she disrespect you and not care about your feelings at all by even allowing this man to continue to use her to hurt you, not only did she sit up there and decide to stay to entertain this man instead of going out with her quote-unquote best friend, aka you. My bad, y'all, my nose has been driving me nuts lately. My allergies, I don't know what the heck is going on. So not only did she do all that, she also left with this man. Oh no. Girl, I don't even know why you posting this Reddit thread. Listen, you ain't overreacting on a gosh darn motherfucking thing. I don't even know what you ended up doing at the end, but all I'm saying is you not overreacting. I just left the place. After that, she followed me home, but I didn't want to speak to her. Later, she wrote a text saying that she was offended by my reaction as if she was trying to get with him. She also confessed she got in the car with him to make her ex jealous. So you gonna sit up here and just use him to make your boyfriend jealous, and that's just supposed to make it feel better? And then on top of that, you have the audacity to sit up here and cop an attitude because she feels some type of way that you did that. Like, can you not get it through your mind that that was messed up to do? Yeah, she also confessed she got in the car with him to make her ex jealous. Just to clear things, I'm not mad because I think she likes him or anything like that, but she knows he likes to make me jealous with her, and she follows along with him even knowing how I feel. She doesn't understand why I'm mad. I don't know if I'm really crazy or if the gaslight is over the roof. Am I the a-hole for feeling betrayed? Bro, the fact that she was like, yo, it's gaslighting at its finest. Cause are you serious right now? Like, that should be common sense. Like, that's common girl code. And out of all the dudes, like, cause to me it seems like your friend is attractive, right? All the people that she could have used to make her ex-boyfriend jealous, why she have to pick the one guy that she knows that you like and she knows that it severely bothers you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You're not overreacting. Girl, the gaslight is strong with this one. Because no, somebody who truly cares for you, someone that's actually your friend, especially a best friend, they will never, and I mean never, intentionally do anything to make you feel bad. And it's like, again, this whole situation is common sense. You don't entertain it. You shut that down right away. Even the first time you even get an inkling that the dude is trying to flirt with you and make your friend feel some type of way, cut them off. Like, no, bro, like, no, you definitely ain't overreacting. And that's just that on that. Anyways, guys, so that was the last story that I did have for this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely did talk a lot more than I was planning on, but hopefully you guys liked my opinions and stuff like that. Definitely comment down below or hit me up in the DMs or whatever makes you guys feel more comfortable as far as like how you like the video to be structured, if you wanted me to talk less, talk more, or anything like that. Definitely constructive criticism is always greatly appreciated, because of course at the end of the day I like creating content, but I also do want you guys to like the content that I create, if that makes sense. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys had a great day or evening or whatever time you guys happen to be watching this, and I'll definitely see you guys in my next one.